Hello, everyone. I wish you all a very good day. Today, we are going to see the case study on Aruda Lagna. So, we are discussing this Aruda Lagna concept, which is a very important and a very vital information while analyzing an horoscope. So, whenever we analyze a horoscope, we always have to put paramount importance on Aruda Lagna. So, today we are going to take one such case study which has come to us who is suffering from financial debts. So we are going to see the chart and find out why this problem had occurred to him on the perspective of Aruda Lagna and the Leo Lagna's Badaka. So we are going to see in the perspective of these two parameters, and I am going to take you through the steps involved in an analysis. Okay, so I will be sharing the screen of this particular chart, and I will give you the chart in both North Indian and as well as in South Indian language for you to understand the procedure for analyzing the chart. Okay, so I'm going straight away to the chart. So this is the chart, and this chart had come to us for financial analysis of financial debt issue. So the Lagna is Simha, that is Leo Lagna, and the Lagna Lord is placed in the fourth house along with the second Lord and the 11th Lord. Fine. So our interest today is to find out where is the Aruda Lagna. See, Aruda Lagna, we have understood that yesterday, that Aruda Lagna, when we do the calculation, our steps is very simple. We have to take the Lagna is Leo, so that means the Lagna Lord is Sun, Surya. The Sun is in the fourth house in this horoscope. So we have to take fourth from the fourth house. So which means one, I will just give you the light so that I can able to show you the screen. Okay. I don't know why it's not working. 1 second. Okay. Anyway, leave it out. So today we will see that now if you see from sun to sun, sorry, from sun we are counting 4 houses. So from sun we take 4 houses. So one from sun is in Scorpio. So we are taking Scorpio as the first house, Sagittarius second, third Makara, and uh, Makara, and fourth house is Kumbha. Now, from the ascendant, this Kumbha is the 7th sign. So, as I told you yesterday, that first house you cannot see your image by yourself. And the 7th house is the image which you are seeing you through a mirror. And both of this is not acceptable. So, in such cases, because your image have to be analyzed by the society. So in such circumstances, we have to take 10th house from it. So the now where we were actually at the 7th house. So from the 7th house, we have to count 10 houses. So then the Aruda will fall on Scorpio again. So I will again explain you, because yesterday there was some confusion for some members to count the Aruda Lagna. So today I will explain you again. Now, if you see, the ascendant is Leo. So if the ascendant is Leo, the Lagna dot is Sun, and it is in the fourth house. And his intelligence is already connected with the money to second house dot. So money is already connected. And now from the sun, you can see the sun has traveled 4 houses apart from Leo. So Leo, one first house is Leo, the second is Virgo, third is Libra, and the fourth is Scorpio. So from Scorpio, we have to count 4 houses. So Scorpio is the first house, Sagittarius second, Capricorn third, and Aquarius is our fourth house. So when we reach this destination, we are seeing that from ascendant, it becomes the seventh sign, which is not acceptable. So then we have to count it backwards. That is from there, 10 houses. So then our Aruda Lagna falls in the Scorpio. Then I want to see what is the reflection of this Aruda Lagna. So the Aruda Lagna is having the Mercury, which is the second lord, and there is a sun, which is the Lagna lord itself on the Aruda. So there is somewhere in his image that his buddhi, the intelligence, is connected with the second lord. And we have seen that the Jupiter, which is the eighth lord, is aspecting this Aruda. And the Rahu is also aspecting the Aruda. So Jupiter is the eighth lord and Rahu is the seventh lord. So during the introspection, we have asked whether through your wife, the debts had happened. So the person said, yes, this is because of my wife. I had incurred into a deep level of debts. So from this chart, you can understand through the Aruda itself that how the analysis is taking place. And now you will see that the Aruda Lagna dot is Mars. And the Mars is in the second house of finance. So what happened to the finance is actually having a debt, because the debt house, eighth house, is aspecting the Aruda Lagna Lord. So you can see straight away from the result. And also the Saturn, which is placed in the seventh house, will be functioning at Scorpio. So through this, we can understand that the Aruda Lagna will be having the issues which is connected to the wife and also with the finances. Now, I am going to give another example through the Simha Lagna. For Simha Lagna, since it is a fixed sign, Rahu will become a Badaka because Rahu is in the Badaka Sthana and the Mars is the Badaka Sthana Lord. So the Aruda Lagna, which is having the Mars as a Lord, is having an issue straight away with the problem. So here the Aruda Lagna dot is Mars, and that Mars is having the and the Mars itself is the Badaka Lord placed in the second house, and the Rahu, which is placed in the Badaka Sthana, and Rahu is also a Maranakaraka Sthana in the ninth house. So you can see that the person will be having trouble from the finances through the wife and will be having debts. And this is how you have to analyze any horoscope. So if you can able to analyze any horoscope in this way through the Aruda Lagna, you can able to understand what for the Aruda Lagna is standing for, and the Aruda Lagna dot can speak about the volume of quality of this Aruda Lagna. So Aruda Lagna itself is the quantity of things a person is going to be famous for. And if you see the Aruda Lagna here, the Aruda Lagna is also having the seventh house and the eighth house Aruda, which is placed in the Aruda Lagna itself, which shows that the person's image will be connected with the wife as well as on the depths. Because any Aruda is going to be directly connected, and the Aruda house is going to be rising from upwards with the house, whatever it has making connection with. So that is how you have to read the chart again. And the seventh house Aruda speaks about the wife, and the eighth house Aruda speaks about the problems and especially the debts. That is why this particular chart I have put for you to learn how to analyze a horoscope which is based on Aruda Lagna for a Simha Lagna as a case study today. And I hope you have learned well about how the Aruda perform. And in this case, both the Aruda Lagna as well as the Aruda Lagna dot is not aspected by the moon by any way. So the person is not a famous personality. So he's not famous for anything, but his Aruda is trying to enhance his image had run into some kind of issues. And the issues will be rising through the finances. And you can also see there is a parivartana which is happening between the Mars and the Mercury. And that is why the Mercury, which has come back to the second house, is having a direct aspect, drishti, from the eighth house of depths. And it is not connected with the Aruda anyway. And the Aruda Lagna dot had made it parivartana. And you can see that how it is connected well for this chart. And for this chart, this particular Aruda Lagna Lord is also the Badaka Lord, which is along with the intelligence. So the person will be having some kind of issues with the intelligence, which need to be well care in the especially the matters of finance. If he's not taking any protection, he will have some kind of issues which are going to be met with the finance and debts. So I hope you have enjoyed this video by watching one of my case diary, which had been released for the members' knowledge. And similarly, I will be coming up with the case studies which you are asking about a certain topic. So after seeing each and every video, you can come forward and ask if your horoscope is of Leo Lagna, and if your horoscope is having any doubts related to the Aruda Lagna, and those who have not seen my video earlier on the Aruda Lagna, please have a look on. So to understand more about the Aruda Lagna. So today is that case study once again for the members' knowledge. Thank you once again for giving an opportunity. And if you like this video, do share it with your friends and also subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. And in case you have similar kind of doubts which are related to your Lagna or Aruda Lagna or any query which is related to the depths, kindly let us know for us to understand and analyze the chart clearly. And in this case, you should also give one more observation that wherever the Aruda Lagna is placed, and there are two more informations before I complete this session. The second house of finance, the Jupiter is in retrograde in this chart, and it is in the 12th house of Vyaya Baba. That means it is having some issues in handling the finances because 12th house is a house of expenditure. So that way you have to also see. Plus, this Rahu who has suffered from the Badakasthana, from the Badakasthana placement, plus also it is a Maranakaraka, is aspecting the Lagna as well as Venus. And Venus is the image dispositor of the moon, and also the Venus is the spouse for this chart. So you can see from that perspective also that the Venus, who is the spouse, is going to get affected due to the Rahu's placement, which is aspecting the Arudha Lagna. I hope you will be enjoying a lot of case studies like this, both in the positive as well as in to have some kind of improvement issues in case the chart like this. So in case you want to read any chart like this in a methodical manner by using Vedic astrology, contact me at guruastro20@gmail.com for any personal meeting one-to-one on Zoom on a free meeting, or you can contact me if you are looking for a very detailed predictions through free predictions. Thank you once again for giving an opportunity to talk to you today, and I come forward with more case studies like this. Thank you once again. One moment. I have to quit the screen. Okay.